La 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 lattes were a la 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 lattes were a. Hey everybody, welcome in, welcome in. Oh my goodness, let me make sure I turn this off so y'all hear none of the. Okay, there we go, there we go. Hit that like button for your girl Tay. You already know how this go. Hit the share to let them know Tay Tay is here. We're going to have to do the mental check-in before we definitely get started. If nobody told you that they love you today, you know Tay Tay definitely do. And if you woke up this morning, please let any and everything else be an extra to you, baby. Now let's do that mental check in. Are you a 1, 2, or 3? I need to know, baby. I care about my community. 1 mean you are definitely good. 2 mean you are in between. 3 means that you are definitely possibly already over today, baby. But praying hands are definitely. Oh, okay, y'all. I was making sure my thing because sometimes StreamYard be tripping out. But yes, praying hands, throw them in the chat for anybody that puts a 3 for me. Hopefully, by the time we get off this live, we be at a 1, baby. Everybody, how's everybody doing today? Listen, your girl Tay, her voice. I don't know what it's doing. Yesterday, it was definitely going. This is what happened when you a mother. My kids was arguing over a French fry. I had to get in the middle, and now this is the outcome. Okay. Okay, I was drinking tea all day yesterday. I see some ones. Hey, everybody, dropping in. Look at my family coming in the building. That's what I like to see. Because the way y'all love me, I love y'all definitely and definitely, baby. Big Terry in the building coming through with that copyright disclaimer. Okay. Fair use is definitely a thing. Fair use is definitely a thing, and anything that I state here is all within my opinion. Andrea, I love you too, girl. Hey, Joshua. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Lydia. Look at my family. Hey, Linda. Hey, Miss Linda. Listen, Miss Linda, I was in D Ham's live yesterday. When I tell you I was on D floor, me and Lupac was like, ooh, like a bunch of little ass kids. Hey, Renithia. Hey, Angel. Hey, Gigi. Good morning, beautiful. Hey, Ron Lots. Look at my family, my community. I love that for me. All my loyalties, right? All my babies. Yes, listen. Tay Tay came here to use whatever voice she have to put it on the floor, okay? Tay Tay's going to put it on the floor today. All with an apology. Good morning, Cheryl. Hey, Lolita. Yes. I see some ones. Oh, I love to see them ones. Them ones is beautiful. Mental health is mental wealth, baby. Mental health is mental wealth. I'm letting the people come to the building like they do and they do and they do and they do. Definitely come and get comfortable. Sit on the couch, take your shoes off. I got waters. I got, the other stuff, whatever you need. Tay Tay got, baby. Hey, Mabel. Listen, at first, I wasn't going to go live because I'm like, girl, you just got your voice back. Wait till Monday. But I'm like, no, I ain't going to do that. Hey, Mango, good morning. Good morning, Tay Tay. I like how you tell your subscribers you love them. That's right. Because some people don't get that and some people don't have that. And sometimes we are the family that people have. And it's just real right. You understand? I tell people all the time, your voice is your value. So at least be valuable. And if I could tell somebody that I love them, I'm going to do it, friend. And I definitely mean it. Definitely mean it. So I definitely appreciate you for that, Mango. Sure do, sure do. And I love you too. Now we definitely about to get into the show for a minute because I definitely want to see if people feel me how they feel me when they felt me. You understand what I'm saying? Accountability is everything. I'm gonna just start it off with that, okay? Accountability is everything. Hey, Miss Joey. Listen, I just be getting so excited. I just said I got my voice back. I just got a little bit. Okay. And y'all know Tay is high energy. I need to say that for the people in the back. And shout out to my people in the bushes. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all too, because at the end of the day, everybody not there on some bullshit. Some people just like to sit there because those seats is a little bit more comfortable, baby. You understand? So respect is due to y'all too. Hey, Auntie LaSonda. Hey, Auntie LaSonda, did you tap yet for the weekend? Did you go to the casino? Listen, I quit the casino for one day. For one day, I was good for one day, but I relapsed. I relapsed. Sure did. Good morning to everyone that's speaking to me. I hope you have a good day. That's from Miss Linda, baby. She says she hope everybody has an awesome, high, loving energy type of day. Positivity is everything in the midst of so much darkness, baby. But like I said, I'm here. And accountability is everything. And before I even get into my show and I go any further, okay, I'm a person that's big on the truth, okay? I stand on the truth. If it ain't true, I'm not speaking it, boo. And with that being said, the other day, I was watching a video because this week, last week, and for the last couple of weeks, Romeca has been a thing. Do you understand? And people emotionally or have emotionally attached themselves to this situation. Unfortunately, which you can't blame people for that. You understand? You cannot blame people for having a heart or being empathetic to a situation that we all got to see. A young Black girl unalived in broad daylight, baby. And no matter what is said or what reason is given, that young lady is no longer here. Do you understand what I'm saying? So before I go any further into my commentary, okay, I just want to put my apologies on the floor because the other day I thought that I actually seen a wig within a video. You understand? And it was from the factors of me being just like everybody else, trying to figure out what the fuck could have happened on that scene for that young lady to no longer be here, baby. And I'm just going to be honest with you. If a person did not pass from the factors of natural causes or anything of that nature, I'm going to be real with you. There will be no understanding, no matter the investigation. I came to the realization of that. So I actually understand people's emotions when they say, no matter what is found out, what get found at this point, none of that will bring that young lady back. So respectfully, I want to put my apologies out there because the family is already dealing with a lot. Do you understand what it is that I mean? And you never want to be a part of somebody's hurt, baby. Thinking somebody has a hope or giving someone false hope of something or some type of information if you're not sure that it is fact. And I've seen and I've spoke on the factors of that. So being a part of that is something that I never want to be. In pure heart, all I want is justice for Romeca. Do you understand? And at the end of the day, because when the end of the day comes, her family is still going to sleep without her. When we turn our cameras off and all our theories stop, their tears is still going. Them shits don't stop. So for me, being a person that was on the fence, for me in this situation, it's about the kids. The hurt within this situation is unfucking realistic. Two babies' lives was changed within the factors of moments. There's no reason that could be given for that. So as a woman that stand on her shit, when Royal D was live yesterday, Tay waited until the aunt came up on the platform. And at first I was in the comments, like, Royal D, can you please tell the aunt I apologize? Do you understand? Because I don't want to put nothing else in the pot. that is already stirred. That's not my purpose. Okay? It's not about wanting justice for a person, but when you start adding shit in, you starting to attach yourself to that pain, friend. And that's not something Tay want to be a part of. So instead of even being in the comments, because I don't need nobody to speak for me. Okay? I got up on the platform and I waited to speak personally. And my words to that woman was, listen, I apologize. I apologize. Point blank and period. Not no, I apologize, but not, oh, I apologize this. I apologize. I thought I seen something that I didn't. But outside of all of this, I hope that you receive justice for your niece instead of controversy. Because that's all it is. And people using it as a factor of as if they trying to get justice. I see people getting into dead ass beef over a situation that's what it started over, baby. How do you cure beef with more beef? That's not the answer to nothing, baby. I love people that's not yes men. It was supposed to start a discussion because there's a lot of young Black women, people, humans that is in situations like this. Do you notice when you watch one video like this in your timeline, how many of them pop up? And they recent. People are losing their lives every day to some bullshit, baby. And the bad part is people are coming desanitized to it. It's like it's nothing any fucking more. Somebody lives their life, loses their life. Oh, all right. Well, a person got that because of who the fuck made people guard? Who the fuck gave people the right to decide who lives and who fucking dies? When you put that right in common people's hand, you're going to have common problems, friend. Because everybody that's supposed to have common sense ain't so fucking common. Even though everybody's supposed to have it, everybody don't. And everybody won't. So a person that has common sense can't ever put themselves in a position of somebody that does not have common sense. And that's where the fight starts, friend. Somebody with their full common fucking knowledge is not going to play the part of somebody that's not going to think first. So it's not going to be understood. But the factors of those kids' lives is what was took right along with Romeca. Families were separated. People's lives is being negotiated. At the end of the day, friendships is breaking. Where's the discussion? Where's the lesson? Nobody's learning the fact that niggas put themselves in situations that can end up tragic. I don't care how this situation will ever end. Carlos is going to always be the fault, friend, because he's the middleman. So regardless to what he could have done on that scene, he's always going to be seen as the bad guy, baby. This was the key that changed everybody's life, regardless to what was wrong and what was right. Them babies' lives was changed, and they not the ones who made the decision, friend. People up here talking about they love Little Los. How? When y'all keep replaying her on that ground. You can't give commentary and give people a visionary without adding pain onto the flame. Are you telling me you love me but you putting my mother out in a certain type of way. You're no longer just hurting her. You're also hurting me. It's bad enough I no longer have her here in the flesh, and she has to be a memory. Why is people trying to distort her son? He was there. Y'all seen him in the fucking videos? He know how his mother give it up. So what are y'all really saying? What's the point and what are y'all displaying? That baby that was sitting feet away from his mother while she was pow-powing. Do you know how loud a pow-pow is? It's some shit kids will never forget. And this hits the top of it. All of this shit that went on, took place in the aftermath, baby, has been traumatic for everybody that's playing a part. I'm going to get down into the comments, but I'm dead ass speaking from my heart because I really had to backstep on some real shit and say, you know what? I apologize. Because if you trying to get somebody peace, how are you adding on to their pain, baby? I've heard the theories. I've heard older ladies in these conversations say, oh, well, fuck that. I fight. That's the problem. Too many people be willing to fight rather than fix it. Too many people be rather fighting than fixing. Okay? It's too much shit out here to lose, like your life. That's the number one thing. And these is supposed to be examples of how when you have no control of other people, how shit can go. Regardless to what. Hey, everybody coming in. And hopefully this starts a movement. Latte, the other CCs will follow suit. I'm for real, because all respect is due. I'm not playing no tape with Romeca laying on the ground. That's not the way I want to remember her. She had a whole life before that. And if I'm gonna be a person that put visions of her out, that her son may come across, I'm gonna make sure I salute her as a boss, because she was a mother first, before anything. Before anything. What her job was, who she fucked with, where she was living, her personality. She was that little boy's fucking money. And that's the image that nobody should want to fucking change. Let this baby rest. Let this baby rest. One thing we know for sure, regardless to how it goes, we don't have no control of how God called us home. And even though people down here needed Meeks, God must have felt he needed her more, baby, for something. Maybe instead of him walking this piece of shit, he needed her to be that angel that coexists. I'm just trying to be on some real shit. Because people will say they love you once you no longer here. That's it. Just to say that they knew somebody. How many people came out just to say, oh, well, yeah, I knew her. So fucking what? Can you bring her back? What story can you tell? What fact can you find? What can you display that's going to bring Romeca back, baby? I could give my opinion all day about some shit. But if it ain't gonna bring her back, I don't want no parts of it. And I know I can't play that part. But the fact that other people are is crazy. It's crazy. Everybody don't. It should not be the right of a regular ass pedestrian to possess the factors of gunpowder, friend. I don't think regular people should be able to be in a position to make that decision. What the fuck background do you have that you decide that you need this type of artillery? And if you scary, that makes it even worse, baby. Because then that means the GUN is going to be fighting all of your battles, friend. People don't get defense to be fighting. And when you fight somebody, you go into a fight with somebody to be hurt. That's the purpose of a fight, friend. And nobody want to end up hurt in the end. People feel like they got names to live up to. They can't deal with the embarrassment of an ass whipping no more these days. So you got to be careful who you come across. Look how many people out here with mental issues that's walking around in regular society that have not been diagnosed. People out here smoking weed for comfort when they need to be on somebody's fucking couch. You run into one of them, it might be over, friend. When you got something to lose, I'm not fighting. Call me a pussy these days, but I'm trying to make it home to my babies. And I'm not trying to go to jail or hell. I'm not. If it's not for them, I'm not budging. So a bitch could say what the fuck she wanna say. That's what she said. I ain't got nothing to do, friend. If it is what you say it is, okay. But that makes people even madder, baby. And that's the type of society we live in. Because it's a damned if you do and a damned if you don't type of option. If you do confront somebody, you're fucked up. If you don't confront somebody and walk away, you might end up fucked up. So which way do you go when everybody in this world is seeming like they on 10? Everybody angry, friend. Everybody. Yes, he called Romeca's mother and said it's all his fault. That's the truth. He did speak. Now tell the rest of the plot with HQ. This will affect the children, family, friends, and world. It has. It has. People done shed tears for that girl that don't even know her past, what we've seen on the internet. People left their homes and went to her memorial service. Did you see how many people turned out for the factors of Romeca? A lot of tears were shed for that young lady's life, baby. Whether it was through the internet or physically. People running their platforms trying to figure out every day what possibly could have took place. But I had to give my apologies because when you look too deep, sometimes you start to create theories. What ifs, possibilities. And I don't never want to be the thing that give the family false hope. False hope in a situation if I'm not sure that it's fact. And I stand on that. I'd rather be the person that let them know, I know y'all going through it, but listen, if nobody out here told y'all that they love y'all today, because I know it's hard, baby, just know. There's a lot of people out here that love y'all. And we know that the journey is going to be hard moving forward. But it's so much a distraction going on with people creating narratives that, did y'all hear the auntie say that girl mother has not slept since her baby left? That was her baby girl. And she has to look at her baby every day and still try to be strong, baby, for him. While the world is distracted. Being a part of some shit ain't always helping it. Sometimes you just a part of some shit. That's it. It ain't about the trend. It ain't about what happened then and what the tape will show. That will let the family know the position that Carlos played on the scene, yay. But we already know what the outcome is. And that's the part that's unsettling. And that's that Romeca's no longer here. So no matter how many people play detectives, how many people, it's getting way off cue about what this situation was supposed to be. And it was supposed to be knowledge is fucking key. How situations can turn out, baby. We got kids, we got daughters, we got sons. And a lot of us got kids that's their age. We done seen some of our own kids go through their own situations and just happy to the fact that it did not end like that. How about being support? So for me, for me, for me, that shit is not cool. People coming out here putting young ladies against each other like it's a fucking modeling competition. Ain't that the reason they got into it in the fucking first place? See how I say people don't have common sense? You just showing the coexistence of what shit and how shit turns out and why it is the way that it is. It be the surroundings. Out of all the things a person could think to do when a person is no longer here, it's post versus pictures against the person for the reason they no longer here. When they was going back and forth, so what was that? What was the point? What is the point? They both was beautiful black women. But one thing people forgetting, them women is both mothers. And they kids is lost in the midst of all of this distraction. Some people just like to have some shit to talk about. It ain't even that what they talking about, they know. That's why a person like me had to give my apologies, baby. Because if you make a mistake to be wrong and strong, I could have been on some, well, fuck that. That's what I thought it was. So that's how some people would have thought. My shit was almost at already 5K when I took it down, baby. But it wasn't for the money for me. It was actually trying to figure some shit out. So once I figured that no matter what the shit was, if it was a mistake, that shit had to be up out of here. Because I want to stand on the truth. And when I come to my people, I want my word to be my bond. So if something I can't stand on, I'm getting rid of it. And once I spoke directly to the aunt, and the aunt said, listen, Romeca didn't have no wig on. Oh, no, well, apologies is in order. Fuck the internet. Fuck the internet. This apology got to go direct. Because I don't never want to put something out there to have people looking for some shit that don't even coexist. I'll pass on it. Not for some views. I'm going to get paid any fucking way. Tay does this shit, baby. I could go, how can I say, away for 3 and 4 days and still get a decent pay. I'm not going to put my morals on the line just to get fucking paid. When I know I'm going to get paid anyway. I ain't got to do no fuck shit to get paid for it. I ain't think, oh, well, fuck that. I said, because I already done got this. No. When I got off live the other day, my live had a copyright. I didn't even fight it. Nigga, it's never that deep. It's not. First of all, I think people forget we talking about somebody's fucking life, sis. Imagine putting a theory in people's head. Yeah, because then I don't want to keep playing back what caused for a person not to be here no more. Okay? If there's an ongoing investigation, that is in the process. People even making it complicated for that. People arguing whether the case is closed and listen, if the case was closed, it would be documented. And until it's documented, the outcome on that situation hasn't been written. So I don't want to continue to display all type of theories. If things come out on my behalf, it will be what I've seen far as an update, baby. Do you understand? I don't want to keep torturing the family on the factors of the half of them having to keep reliving how the last minutes of Romeca's life could have ended. They got people that got real jobs for that. And I don't want to be making fiction stories instead of facts. Theories and allegedly. If you saying allegedly after what it is that you saying, that mean it's not true, baby. I'll pass. I'll pass. I'll pass. And I wish her family nothing but peace in this time of so much destruction, baby. Because ain't no way they can find peace in this situation. But motherfucker sure ain't helping with Nathan. I like the factors of not being judgmental. You can't tell people what to think. That's right. That's right. It's never a good situation when somebody loses their life. So sitting there saying, well, shit, if it was me, I'm on the platform talking about, well, fuck that. I don't fight. If somebody run up on me and I gotta, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? At a time like this, what the fuck is that? How does that help? A person thinking like that in the first place is the reason why we trying to figure out what the situation is. I'm raising fucking kids. And I'm going to protect mine by all costs. Yes. But I'm not going to make them think that everything is worth it, baby. It could be that one thing. They say it. It only take a second. This is the proof. And nobody want to lose. That's the problem. Everybody think they fucking tough. Nah, I ain't got to prove to nobody. I'm good on that. Romeca life was taking over jealousy and mess, and she should be here with her. Listen, it don't matter. No cap, Rebecca, I'm being honest. It don't matter whether it was jealousy or taking over whatever. We know it was mess. But her legacy for her son is being ruined. Her legacy for her son is being ruined. When that boy needs all the love that he can receive right now. Not all these theories and fictional ass stories that people putting out. That shit don't help nothing. And the case isn't closed. I don't know because I actually didn't look at the documents. You see how real I am? I'm not going to say what it is that I don't know because everything that I've been going off of is because of what I've seen on the internet, and I've just given my opinion of it. But what I have said and what I'm going to continue to say is them babies' lives is forever fucking changed. And that's the part that's important to take. That's real rap. One was feet away in the car, and the other one was feet away in school, starting their day. Ain't had shit to do with nothing. Nothing. But that goes to show you, just because you go into a situation as yourself, that don't mean it don't hurt nobody else. This situation has hurt millions of fucking people, both ways. Even people that never has met these people in the physical, baby. But the family is definitely struggling because how the fuck you still gotta prove who somebody is after somebody took them away? There's no good reason, baby. For me, hey, Cree. Hey, everybody coming in. Hey, Shalini. Hey, everybody coming in. I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, Kim Kobe. That's right, Cheryl. Justice for Romeca. And justice for them fucking children. And justice for them children. Definitely justice for them children. Because they suffering the worst way possible. The worst way possible. When we try to figure out how kids grow up with trauma, situations like this. This boy done lost his mama before he even left elementary school. You know how much things that's along his path that he's going to miss his mama being a part of for that? His 6th grade graduation or 5th grade graduation, depending on where you live. His proms. Him learning how to fucking drive. His first car. The first time he decides he might like a fucking girl. The conversations that he will miss. So the theories ain't fucking important. It's the shit that's realistic that hit. The fact is that the family have to take the phone from her son just so he don't run across somebody's prediction of her. His life as a kid has been taken over negativity. If that's the outcome that people need to know, then it's obvious to a fucking duck. The investigation, what does it show? Who was the more negative within the situation? I'm trying to and I'm not trying to for real. Nigga, I was mad at my goddamn self. Cause you operate off of logic, not emotion. Do you understand what I'm saying? And if you emotionally attached to something, then you need to step away from that. I'm sorry. I have not been desensitized to the fact of seeing somebody losing their life and not have no emotion to that. So ain't no way I would be able to speak without feeling, baby. We speak on something because we felt the way about something. So we chose to give our opinion on it. This is not a good situation, and I don't want my opinion in it on that type of topic. I don't want to figure out what took somebody from here because none of it will be a good enough answer for me. Let's make that clear. So keeping somebody alive through the factors of mess, I'd rather not be a part of it. Okay? I'll still be in people chats. I'll still do some of my commentary, but it will be leading up to the factors of what the outcome of the investigation may bring, just to see what it is that the cops have to say, basically. But for the factors of Romeca not being here, that feeling is not going to change. So if I know I'm going to get on my platform and speak about it, it's not going to be positive for me. It's not going to make me feel good. I'm going to be thinking, oh my God, that baby really is here without his mother. Like that weekend, that infant baby went from getting his ears pierced to neither one of the mothers being relative, if that's what you want to say, because of a dispute. What dispute should be worth somebody pulling off in a hearse? So while everybody's sitting here being somebody, because it's grandmothers I done heard in people chat, bitch, you don't know me. I'm from Chicago. Wait a minute. Hold up. Say that again. Because, ma'am, this is the reason why the situation is the way the situation is. You know how many people on the internet willfully admitted that they had a license to carry? I just was taking a mental check. Like, all right, well, that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, him, her, them, they. Just think about these as people that you walking past in your community every day. And everybody don't operate off of the mind state. So just to know you may be walking past somebody that has a license to carry, but legally fucking crazy. Just ain't nobody told them yet. And that's real shit. Look how many people have been in people. Yeah, I got a license to carry. I know the rules. Okay, you can't do this. People don't even made up their own gun fucking laws, obviously. But with that being said, it just shows you how many people have the right to carry that shouldn't. That shouldn't. Everybody live in different places. Dead serious. I'm gonna get in the comments. Hey, LaRonda, in the comments in a minute, because I definitely want to know y'all opinion on this. Y'all know Tay Tay love engagement because it's about starting a conversation. That's why I love Cree name. Cree's Conversation Lounge. That means that I'm going to give us something to talk about. We're going to have a conversation, which means I respect people's opinion. I want to know what it is that people think, friend. I'm not trying to control their narrative. When you bring people into your space, if it's only about what you think, then you should let people know that you are just there to vent. Because a conversation may come when somebody disagrees, friend. That's a real conversation. Because Tay-Tay like to know the facts. I want to know why you feel like that, what brought you to that, and how did we get here? Please explain. And in order for you to have a conversation, that means that you have to be non-judgmental, friend. You can have your opinion, but that shouldn't control what you feel about what the other person thinks. Because that's another human being. And they're entitled to their feelings just the same way you're entitled to yours. People really been in arguments over this situation just because they was trying to figure out what could have brought Holly to the feeling in which she was in that day, friend. Oh, it don't matter. You damn sure right it don't matter. What could have brought her to that? Because at the end of the day, Romeca's not coming back. But when you a person that is inquisitive, I like to figure out things, like the curiosity of the situation, baby. Like, what happened? Even in the moments of a situation, it may be happening fast, but should be in slow motion. Whatever that vision was that day for whoever was on that scene, they will never forget, baby. Real shit, real rap. I don't like yes men in my camp. Because that means a yes man is always going to agree with you. And people around you like that is no good for you. That's called yes men-itis. Okay? A yes men bedic. Okay? Somebody that's afraid to disagree because the slack they may receive from the person that they trying to be cool with, baby. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if everybody going right. If that shit don't seem good to take, your ass gonna get left, okay? And if everybody going left and that shit don't seem right, Tay Tay will be going right, baby. I have to find something within a situation that makes me stand on it. So if somebody asks me personally, why do you feel that way, baby? I'm not giving somebody else's theory to a situation. Well, so and so said, you know how many people throughout this situation done hop from other people platforms in people chats talk about, well, you know, so and so said, and well, so and so said, okay, that may be true. Did you do the research for you? And if I ain't do the research, I'm not coming out here and saying what the fuck somebody else said. That's what they say. I took it for what it was because everybody is entitled to an opinion. If you're going to come and talk to me, give me your opinion, baby, not somebody else's. I want to have a conversation with you. A lot of people don't know how to communicate. So they get childish in the middle of that. They'll block people out so they can't really say what it is that they think. That's childish to me. That's childish to me. Because if you can sit and talk about why you think the way you think, why shouldn't you be able to sit for a couple of extra minutes to see the deciding factor of why a person feels the way that they feel? It's supposed to be agree to disagree and still be able to move on, baby. You got people coming up talking about, well, bitch, fuck you. I work for so and so. Wait a minute. Why would you say that? What? Why would you say that after the bitch so and so you work at a high cap? Why would you do that? That's the type of people that we got working in these high positions. People that don't be thinking. Now you had to think to get within a position, but once you got within the position, you didn't think about the people that you would come across while within the position. So some people will abuse their position because if they didn't have that position, nobody would fucking respect them. So they respect the position. They don't respect the person. And that's why you out here cursing, talking about because I'm a thug. You a thug, bitch. You supposed to be baking biscuits, having the kids over for the weekend. We ain't getting no goddamn turkey wings on a Sunday, no motherfucking more, no hog mogs and chitlins. We ain't even got no shit talking about grandma's hands, because grandma's hands ain't no more in the kitchen. They in the street fucking fighting. Grandma thug. The fuck is you talking about? Bitch, you ain't getting no sauce from no turkey wings. I got somebody to go pow, pow, baby. Fuck you mean? I'm in the street fight of my life. Even though I'm supposed to be making memories to enjoy the rest of my life. I ain't never seen so many gang banging grannies in my goddamn life. Talk about what, bitch? I'll come see you. Why? Cheryl, right? My opinion is about what I see, not about what somebody said. Respectfully. Hey, voice and value. Hey, beautiful. Nina, how you doing, baby? Let me see who damn in that chat. Let me see who damn in that chat of the day. Thank you for that support that y'all done put in Tay's tip jar. My tip jar. Y'all make sure that your girl Tay not dry out here, baby. You know, and I've been drinking my water. I hope y'all done drunk some water for the day. Okay, we on a journey. All right. So make sure somewhere within this live, you take a sip of water, you guys. Okay. Definitely trying to be healthy. And I've been buying fruit and everything, putting them in the blender, making straight at home smoothies. Okay, to get some fruit into me, because as we get older, we are in our golden years. We got to make sure we shine and stay here as long as we can. All right. And we ain't going to be here as long as we can doing bullshit like this. Nobody wins. Nobody wins. Nobody wins. Even if it come about one of the theories that somebody say or put together the pieces in the right way. Okay, so you want to be having props for being right about the situation, but is it going to give that boy his mother back? Closure is a real thing. Okay? And these people haven't even begun the process of being able to have any type of healing. Every day, some new shit is coming their way about some shit that somebody put out or somebody said. It's like Romeca's still fighting. So now, outside of the factors of her losing her life, she's still fighting for life while she's not here through the factors of her family member or family members. Because you're gonna defend your family's name and legacy. Like, why the fuck is any of that important? All right. Carlos did some clown shit, but he did some shit that niggas do on a regular basis that they don't know what the outcome can become because you only have control of you. And that's why you can't be out here fucking with people's feelings the way that people do. Because when that shit come to a boil, you never know who the fuck gonna get burned. And you don't have control of the outcome. So I'm giving my deepest apologies. And I'm giving my sympathies to the trash ass people that's out here trying to ruin a woman's legacy after she was already taken from her babies. We have to understand. People jumped on this in some cases because it was a story, friend. But Romeca was a human being. But to little Los, she was mommy. Fuck that Romeca, Blackmon, Meeks, Black fucking Meeks, Meek. He didn't give a fuck about the tag she wore, the expensive clothes, the shit. He don't give a fuck about none of that. The only thing he gives a fuck about at this point in time is that his mother only lives in his mind. We don't know how many times that baby is replaying over and over again that morning before that bullshit even happened. His memories, the last memories he have of his mother is driving in that same car, getting dropped off. It's like God put into her to pour into her son that she would always love him, that he's smart, okay? He's strong because he didn't know at the moment, but those would be words from his mother that he would need to go on. And you got people talking about it, because Holly looked it better than her. What, they was on islands, they was wearing the flyest shit. Say what? Say what now? Say what now? And we grown? Oh, okay. Okay. I'm not with the shit. I'd rather be a part of the loving. Okay? I'd rather be a reminder that the family got love out here near far. They got Tay heart. If I come on my platform, that would be the words that I say. Okay? I will not be trying to put together no theories or no theories. Okay? Being even in DM's chat yesterday morning, Lupac said something that was real deal Holyfield. And that's how I feel. I'm on the fence about it. Because no matter what you say, you can't put yourself in nobody else's position, baby. I can go to pluck you because I'm tired. Okay? And I don't have no control of you cracking me upside my head with a stick. I don't want to even envision it. Peace for Romeca. I want that young lady to have some peace because since she's left this world and went to our Father upstairs, okay, the rooms her name have been in and the conversations people have given, if you can't say nothing more than the fact of, listen, strength for them babies, strength for them babies, strength for them babies. For real, for real. Hey, Elisa. Hey, Humble Me Hype. Hey, Margaret. What does this mean? Oh, I guess hype me up. Hype me up. I guess y'all hyping me up. Definitely support your girl Tay. Okay, I definitely appreciate the 1, 2, and the 3. Drop down and let me know what type of energy you on this morning, baby. Listen, I see my family in the building. She corporate, but she definitely thugging, and she comes to this shit with a 1, 2, and a big fucking hit. Cause cousin Mika definitely puts her 1s and 2s. Okay, she definitely be 1 and 2 in it. All right, respect is definitely doing it. Hey, everybody coming in this morning. Humble Me Hype say, you preach Tay. This message hit me different today. I might even call my sister and talk about it. You should. We don't know how much time we got left. We don't get to pick that. Remember, I say you only in control of you. We not the people that give us our air supply. The man upstairs is the one that decides. So you can definitely be here today and gone tomorrow, friend. And just think about it. Would you want would any one of us want this to be our after conversation? Hell no. Hell no. Humble Me Hype said, I was on 3. This message got me on like a 1.5 right now, but I'm going to get there. Listen, that's right. And I need to say that too, because a lot of people have to understand. Everybody is not the same person. You're not going to get everybody to explain things the same way. And that is okay. Just like I had to explain to somebody in my comments the other day. They like, oh, I'm a high energy person. I ain't laughed at shit that I said within this live because ain't nothing funny. But I'm going to be on 1 for my people, 1 time for the 1 time. Because just like somebody's life was taken, I can be saving somebody's life or life with something that I'm saying. My voice is my value. So if my value ain't turned up, what am I here for? What am I here for? You supposed to come and be the what's good within the factors of your community. So when I come through, Tay always gonna be on some high energy. Because I want y'all to feel good with me. And in order sometimes to feel good, you have to place yourself around good energy. If you around somebody like, yeah, well, you know what happened today. Yeah, either you're going to be like, all right, bitch, get to the point, or you're going to start, by the time you leave that live, you're going to be like, well, yeah. No, no. If we gonna get a day, let's make the most of that day. Because the things that you need to get through a day is the things that's free. Let's be thankful for the air that we breathe, baby. Because we saying God bless and rest in peace to Meeks. So that show everybody don't receive the blessing to go on another day, baby. What the fuck is people talking about? So outside of a fight where somebody lost their life, more people want to fight to prove the life. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. I am really enjoying this life. My mom is stage 4 and God had a way of humbling me. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. He will make sure that he redirect your focus, baby. Okay? Our Lord loves attention. And when he see that our attention is on something more than him, he will make it so we have no choice but to come and talk to him. In situations, what's the first thing people say? I know people that don't even say that they believe in a religion. First thing a person say when they back up against the wall, oh God, Lord, please help me. Please help me. Because in that moment, you know that's the only person that fucking can. Not man. He made man, but he is the man. So there is none that will be greater than him. So when you put your focus on other things other than him, he has to make you remember that you still need him. Not want him, need him. It's a difference between the things that you want, and it's a difference between the things that you need. Tay need Jesus, baby. I need Jesus. Okay? I don't even give a damn if I ain't got no food in my refrigerator. I'm thankful for the refrigerator. Thank you, Lord. You gave me the best refrigerator that this shit get cold. It got 4 drawers. It got 3 shelves. If I put my ice trays in there, my ice gonna freeze. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Because there's somebody in this world that don't got a refrigerator, baby. So being thankful or thankful for the little things, we call it little things, but that be the shit that be real big. Real big. You have to know the difference between a opposition and an obstacle. Sometimes the Lord will put or place an obstacle in front of you to see if you are ready for him to throw you into your next chapter, baby. But if you're not able to go or get around that obstacle, you always going to think it's your opposition. But sometimes in life, your only op is you. Because faith without no faith is living life with the battle. Because people second guess themselves too much. And when you follow in the faith of God, you don't need to know what outcome. I believe in God. That's it. Okay? I don't need nothing else that's going to, but no, that's it. And once you believe in God, you don't need nothing else no, that's not the way it goes. I believe in God, but I'm not sure if I go for this job, I'm gonna get it. Example. Okay, if you believe in God, you walking in that office confident, like that job is already yours. What? My father don't play about his baby. He gonna make sure I get seen, cause he lets me know he see me. It only be him that get Tay out of certain situations, baby. Okay? It ain't got nothing to do with no money. It ain't got nothing to do with no people. It got something to do with the factors of belief. You know the mind state. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. If you can believe the Lord, you will be blessed by the Lord. Everybody don't serve the same God, even though God is the same God for everybody. That's what we have to understand. We go off the actions of men. God does not go off the actions of man because he is God. People can play God, and that's what we see in an everyday basis when people making the choice to put people's lives in their own hands. And that's why we have these situations. I don't give a damn if I ain't got no car, I could still walk. My legs is better than any fucking vehicle. I'd rather lose my car before I lose my motherfucking legs. If I lose my car, okay, I could get another car. I can still find different forms of transportation. If I lose my legs, can you hear me? Now that's some shit, baby, but it still won't stop you from keeping going. Maybe something in the situation needed to humble you to see that you didn't need them legs to be all that you can be. Maybe they was just dead weight. And that's what some people are in certain situations to you. They're dead weight. They're not great energy. Okay? You don't know who in this chat this morning ate. You don't know if they had something to drink. But one thing that everybody will walk away with on this live today is that Tay Tay loves y'all, baby. That's not something that I just say. That's something that I mean. Because you never know how that can touch somebody, baby. Just because you have something, don't believe the next person may have the same thing. And what somebody else consider little can be the biggest thing to somebody else that they are missing. Some people don't got somebody out here to say they love them every day. Near or far, you got my heart. Niggas know if they drop in Tay Tay live at some point in time, they're going to hear those words. But imagine not hearing those words in your real life. In your real life. You never know where people go to receive their supply of what? Whether it's love, you understand? Whether it's resources, whatever it is, you don't know what another person has to go through to receive it. Some things that some people consider to be blessings is not what everybody needs to be blessed, baby. Some people say they got it all, but still feel like they have nothing because the things that you can't pay for is most of the things that people don't receive. It's the reason why people out here buy love, okay? Become followers because they're afraid to lose the love of people, okay? That's the reason why you have pick-me's because everybody don't receive attention, baby. In some cases, attention is the blessing for some. And sometimes it's the downfall for others because there's two types of attention to receive. There's a negative and a positive, baby. Some people care about the positive attention, and that's the attention that they choose to receive. But then you have to know that there's people out there that is willing to accept that negative attention, baby, just to know that they're receiving some type of attention. Some people never had that. Even though it's free, everybody don't receive. You hear some people walk in and say, I walk in the room, what? I am the light. But then some people out here live with anxiety. And when they walk in a room, they feel claustrophobic. It's a whole different outcome. Some people can be the life of the party. Okay? Some people can feel like they losing their life instantly, ear by ear, just being at the party because they suffocating being into a room around people. Some people don't know how to socialize. Some people are not social people. And then once we had the pandemic, let's be realistic. Once people went back outside, everybody was on eggshells and been on eggshells ever since. Because, nigga, who are you and where you came from? But just because I walk in a room and feel like I may make the room bright, some people walk in a room and wish others would turn off the fucking light just so they can't be seen because they feel like everybody's judging them for everything. Some may not care, but you have to understand it's something that we deal with out here. Some people don't like to be wrong. I like to be corrected. Because if I'm going to give somebody information, I want it to be correct moving forward. It's one thing when I don't know something, but once I find out something, for me to continue on as if I didn't know, now I'm wrong. I want my people to have accountability for their actions. If I do somebody wrong, I apologize. Ain't no but. I felt this was no. I apologize. That's it. I respect your feelings enough to say if I made you feel a certain type of way, I don't have to have a reason why I made you feel that way. If it made you feel wrong, if it was wrong, I just apologize for the wrong. I'm not going to make an excuse for the wrong to make the wrong worse. Because then it's not about the apology, it's about the defense. Everybody is so defensive. Justice for Romeca. Because everybody being on 10 is not the win. It's the discussion to other women that possibly maybe in these chats and going through the same thing. You could be saving somebody before they get to that point. Or another person becomes an outcome. I want to eat from pure fruit, not fruit that's disposable or no good. That's why Tay came through this morning to say, I apologize. Hey, nothing but the truth. That's why I'm going to apologize for me in my actions in this situation, baby, because the only thing I want is the outcome for the best and to leave the controversy on the table. I'm not here to go and battle with nobody, baby, about what it is that I think. God gave everybody an opinion, even though some people don't choose to use their own. He gave everybody one, just like an asshole. Some people rather be the asshole rather than be the good opinion. That don't got nothing to do with me. But moving forward, I'm going to be a part of the justice for Romeca's legacy so that her son can see his mother in the good and not the tarnish, baby. I'm going to be the voice that moves forward to say, if anybody else is in this situation, please take a second to think, baby. How many people you could be hurting in the split of a second? Multiple households were shook with this situation, but the household that her baby is in is the one that's being shook over and over and over again. And if I'm going to have an opinion about anything, that's the one thing that I don't think is fair. There is no versus in a situation when another person is still here. Regardless to what Holly's outcome and punishment will be, her son will still get to see her face again, baby. It may not be in a good way if she end up behind bars, but they will still be able to have conversations thus far. Little Los don't have that. And it wasn't his decision. So for me, if it's something that I'm not going to be able to go off logic and only move off emotion, I'd rather just watch the discussion. And I'll give my opinion when it's needed far off the information in the proceedings. That's all and that's it. I love y'all. Okay, Neil Fall. Hopefully everybody know God made you because you are you and can't nobody else be you. Justice for Romeca, okay? Over controversy, baby. Definitely hit that like button for your girl Tay. And I hope my blessings turn into your blessings and follow you throughout your day. Okay, if you woke up this morning, baby, let every and anything else be an extra. If nobody told you that they love you today, you know Tay Tay definitely do, baby. And I'm definitely going through the comments, and even after the live is over, please feel free to let Tay Tay know if you are 1, 2, or 3. Hey, Brandy! Hey, Brandy Davis, sis. I popped in on the weekend. But yes, let Tay Tay know if you're 1, 2, or 3. And it's definitely justice for Romeca, baby. And your girl Tay Tay is out. Listen, I love you like food.
La 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 lattes were a la 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 lattes were a